Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Oh gosh, my voice is getting raspier. So tonight I'm going to run through everything that I'm going to melt for next week. So I mentioned in my the video I just filmed before, which was a haul video, that I'm in my new house, getting settled in still. The lighting in the room where I keep my wax is not as good as the lighting was in my previous spot, so I'm filming with the flash on at the moment until I can get myself something to brighten up the area a little bit. So yeah, that's why this might look a little bit different. So I've got 5 warmers still going at the moment. I'm in a much bigger house now. I'm planning on putting in 2 more, but I haven't quite. So one, look, I'm getting pretty good throw around the house. I'd like to have one more in the living area because it's much bigger. So I've got currently one in the kitchen and one in the lounge room, and it flows lounge room to dining area to kitchen. So I'd like to have one in the dining area. And then one more. I'm not sure if we're going to be setting up a rumpus room, so maybe in there or possibly in one of the bathrooms. I'm not sure. So we'll see. But anyway, 5 warmers for now, and that's what I've picked for this week. So I'll get stuck into that. I've got some maple and wattle sugar cookie dough. Pretty straightforward. Smells like very creamy sugar cookie dough. I didn't pick as much super tarts as I normally do this week, and I can't remember why that is. I think because, I don't know, I was just picking and I wanted to have my mornings of bakery, and it just didn't turn out. Like, I have been trying to use more of my super tarts, but I think because I did have a fair bit of wax arrive recently from different brands, I've got a bit more of that in the mix. So super tart Smallville, sweet berries, hotcakes, cornbread, and spun sugar. This one's a like, it's not a love for me. I think the berries are a little bit generic. Her cornbread scents are really nice, but I have others that I like more than that. I've got Cabin in the Woods to use up, so crisp apples, leaves with a touch of pumpkin and lemon. But this one has been growing on me. The first time I melted it, all I could smell was apples and leaves. I got more of that lemon last time, so it was actually, I did enjoy it more last time I melted it. So orange zest, pumpkin roll, buttercream, brown sugar, and vanilla ice cream. This one got a bit lost on me last time because I was melting birds at the same time in a different room, and I love birds, so I didn't pay as much attention to this one. But I've got a few pumpkin scents in the mix this week, so that's why I picked that one as well. And a few spicy scents, sort of cinnamon spicy. So torch, tonka, beechwood, vetiver, pink berries, and caramelized figs. I love beechwood vetiver. And this is actually a really good one because one thing I do find about beechwood vetiver is it's quite strong. And don't get me wrong, it's definitely here, but it's not overpowering, if that makes sense. Like, it's a good blend with beechwood vetiver rather than being beechwood vetiver with some stuff. Pumpkin Parcel Horselord. So this was a carryover. It's a really nice, clean, creamy, spicy, manly scent. So definitely need to get in and melt that. Another one from Pumpkin Parcel, Farmer's Market. And I apologise, I am very stuffy. I've been getting over a cold. So this one is, I can't remember what it's meant to, it's meant to smell like, sort of fruits. And it is, it's very fruity, but not in like a summer fruity way. It's more like I don't know, like autumn fruits. I don't really know how to describe that better, but yeah, that's what you get. I've got the French Bakery from Maple and Wattle. This one's a zucchini bread scent. I think it's got strawberry jam and something else. It's really nice, but it does have a slightly perfumey aspect to it, which I find interesting. It's nice, like it's actually quite different to a lot of zucchini bread scents that I've had. Giles from Super Tarts, so orange and Earl Grey tea. I didn't love this one, even though I like orange tea scents, but I've only melted it once, so I'm keen to give it another go. But yeah, something about it wasn't a love for me the first time around. Alright. I think that's all the clamshells. Oh, I've got a naked clamshell. So from Closet Full of Wax. Overdue books. So Coffee House, Vanilla Milkshake, and Library. I'll be interested to see how this one goes. It's very cute. I like these little sunnies that she does. It's definitely got that coffee milkshake kind of vibe. Last time I had a smell of it cold, I was getting a weird kind of nasty kind of undertone, but I'm not picking that up as much today. So I felt like last time I smelled it, the Library wasn't gelling so well, but it doesn't seem to be coming off as strongly off this time. Empire Alchemy, the Huntsman, so cider in charred barrels, vanilla bean noel, dried berries, and smoked wood fire embers. This was one I think I've mentioned a couple of times in my videos previously. I did get a bunch of Empire Alchemy that was delivered when we had a massive heat wave in Australia, and it just, like, you can just see how absolutely coated those bags are. The wax itself has been fine, it's performed fine, but my goodness, her wax definitely gets impacted by heat. This is such a nice cider scent. And dried berries. So I had dried blueberries of hers in a scent recently, and it is so nice. Like, it's like berries, but without that juicy sweetness taken out. Like, it's quite unique and different. Headless Horseman, so charred pumpkin flesh, burnt marshmallow, dry sweeping leaves, and amber and santal. I love this scent. This is one of my all-time favourite pumpkin scents. Funnily enough, on cold it's not the strongest, but it's so beautiful. It's just the perfect strength when you warm it up. Or just that slight woodsy spiciness with the marshmallow and the pumpkin. It's just amazing. So, you know, this will probably, I'm going to make that kind of last until, I guess, you guys over in the US get towards Halloween time again, and then hopefully she'll do that one again, because that's a fantastic scent. So I've got some Super Tarts Fake and Bake, which is zucchini, sweet cream, and sugar cookies, I think. This one is not my favourite scent, which is funny because it's literally the only band bag I've ever bought. So I'm planning on doing a little bit of blending with it, because I do like Fake and Bake in blends. So I'm just going to pause while I find what I was going to blend with. Sorry about that. So yeah, so I'm going to blend that Fake and Bake. So I've got a sample of Stay Puffed from Super Tarts, which I don't love the smell of. It's got I think it's got like blue raspberry or something in it. And it's a very artificial kind of candy tone, which I don't like. But I think that it might go okay with the Fake and Bake. I can't find what else I was intending to blend it with. There was something else. I do have a few Rose Girls blenders that I threw in to finish up this week, so I might have been planning on pairing one of these, but I can't remember which one, so I think I'm just going to have to play it by ear a little bit. So those Rose Girls blenders that I've got, so I've got blackberry jam butter cookies, which maybe I'll do with Fake and Bake. Dunk My Donut. So this one, it's just kind of a cinnamony bakery scent. Fresh picked strawberries. It might have been that one. And then I've also got last piece of Americana cheesecake. So I actually cannot remember. I had a very specific plan when I pulled all of those blenders out, and now I cannot for the life of me remember what I was going to do. So anyway. Tea Time Tarts Leatherface, so sea salt, amber woods, and leather. You know, I've got one of those ones I've just realised that I had. It's cute. Half a piece left, so this is a really nice, not overly leather, but nice woodsy leather kind of scent. This one, so waxy taffy, cranberry orange, and glazed apple fritters. This is just a really nice, sort of more orange than spicy, but still spicy kind of scent. It's not bad. What else have I got? L3 Waxy Wonders, blackberry jam, butter cookies, zucchini bread. So I got this one recently. I love her zucchini bread. I don't think I've tried her blackberry jam butter cookie. I can be hit and miss with blackberry jam butter cookie, but I have had it blended well from, I think, that Smell Good shop. I enjoyed it with zucchini bread, so hopefully I like this one too. Waxidance, white birch and vanilla type, salty sea air and cotton candy. I may have picked this one for last week and didn't get to it. I did have one whole day on Monday. Moving day, I did end up plugging in one warmer here and I melted 2 cents. Just 2 little samples, and they weren't ones I'd picked, so there were a few things I picked last week I didn't get to. I like this one because it's really sweet, but it's also got that salty sea air and that sort of slightly woody vanilla, so it's very nice. Gravitas, so Temple Smoke, Lord of Misrule, Woodsy Oak and Amber. Gosh, I'm making a real mess today. Just, tidy. It looks, I don't know why, it's bugging me more that it's so lit up and messy. So yes, I already mentioned this. So this is, I get a lot of Temple Smoke off this, and the woods, like it's not, like those are heavier than the Lord of Misrule, so we'll see. I've got a loaf I've got to cut up of Ebony Violet Spock, so fresh blackberries, toasted marshmallows and Palo Santo. So that's the loaf. This one's like, it's quite heavy on the woodsy Palo Santo. Her Palo Santo is a very, I don't know if it's different or not to others, but I find in blends like this with fruits, it comes off more woodsy than, like, it's a very smoky, it's a smoky, woodsy, sweet sort of scent, but I get more of the wood tone off it in her blends. I'm not sure why, but that smells good. L3 Waxy Wonders, zucchini bread, caramel, apple, and cinnamon sugar. A really, really good scent. Like I've mentioned already, how much I love her zucchini bread. And I have it in a few scoops, and they're all really good. I got it. I picked up when she was doing custom scoops last year. I picked up a few people, like customers' blends, and this was one of them. And it's just a perfect. It's not too appley. It's just perfect. Glitterati, tart berries and white tea. I do like this one, but I will be finishing it off this week. It's just exactly like what it sounds like. It's a tart berry scent, and it's got that tea note. I've also got, from Rainbow Melts, I grabbed some Rainy Day, which is sweet rain and white tea and berries. So I assume similar. The sweet rain is a funny scent. I get a really kind of strange sweet green kind of scent, like sugar and grass. So I don't know if I like that one. It smells odd. Dessa's Coffee House Cobbler. So this is like blueberry cobbler and Coffee House. And it actually smells really good. Her coffee scents sometimes are a bit strong for me, but that smells really nice with the blueberry. I do like berries with my coffee scents, I have found. I find the berry just cuts it nicely and stops really strong coffee scents being too strong. Tea Time Tarts, Graham's Blueberry Cobbler. So warm out of the oven cobbler made with fresh picked blueberries. Straight out of Graham's garden. I haven't melted this one and I've had it since December, so... I think because it smelled kind of similar to her Blueberry Pizzelle, so I sort of melted through the Blueberry Pizzelle first, but her wax I do find does benefit with, like, it froze when you get it, but I do find it becomes a lot stronger when you give it a bit of cure, so that one should be right to go. Glitterati Blueberry Stacey's Cake. So Stacey's Cake, it took me a while to find out what Stacey's Cake was. It was some custom cake blend. And I never really put my finger on melting it either, what it was supposed to be about. And to be honest, I'm still not really getting much. I actually didn't feel, I feel like it didn't throw one of the few that I didn't get great throw from. I don't know. I'm only smelling like a mild kind of blueberry scent there, so it hasn't been a favourite. L3 Waxy Wonders. So this is a matrix melt, so it's a couple of house blends. So Horcrux, the Birdcage, which gives you sensual amber, whipped vanilla, patchouli, pink orchid, coconut milk, pink sands, mahogany teakwood. So lots of stuff. And it is a hard one to describe, but it is, to me, it is a nice kind of sensual, perfumish kind of scent. I think I pick up the pink sands, a bit of the mahogany teakwood, that amber. Like, it is quite nice. It is a nice, I'd say it's kind of relaxing in a way. Yeah. Still got a bit to go. Grey Havens, Super Tarts. So I really just want to finish this off. It's got Seaside, which is beach florals, ocean air, melon, and then lemon lime, fresh cleat, black grass. It's got a weird tone to it, that one. I don't know, that I think it's the Seaside because I feel like I've had that issue. The only Seaside blend I've tried that I didn't get really like off-put by was Euron, because it's Seaside and lemon curd, but even then I don't find Euron as good as it could be. So yeah, something about Seaside just doesn't work in blends for me. So this is Empire Alchemy Super, I believe, super soft sugar cookies. It's possible that that's a different vendor, like I don't know. I said no, the shapes, that definitely is Empire Alchemy. This would have actually, it took me ages to work out where this came from, because it came in a forwarder box, and I really had no idea, like, it didn't look like something Empire Alchemy would send me. I realised, and I only recently realised, that I actually had a very small D-stash order in that box, and, oh, sorry, I paused for a second, I thought my video had stopped filming. This must have been an extra, because I'm pretty sure, I know I've seen those labels around, like, I think they're actually very common. There's someone who does, samples and stuff. So now I've solved the mystery. It was just funny. I was like, who would, I couldn't work out because I hadn't heard of super soft sugar cookies either. So yeah, I was very confused, but now I figured it out. Because yeah, when my forwarder boxes come, none of it's bundled. Like if I get a D-stash, it'll all just be scattered amongst everything else. So I actually have no idea who gives what. It's actually, I'm not the biggest on sort of sugar cookies, but I actually think I like that one. We'll see how it melts up, but I'm actually getting kind of nice, like, comforting bakery vibes, which is what you're meant to get, but I just don't find that in a lot of sugar cookie scents. Super Tarts Neil. So this is like got Ivy Fireside, I think. I can't remember the rest of the notes. Hang on, let me just pause for a sec. Here we go. So Neil is Campfire, Green Ivy, Mint, Leaf, and Driftwood. I love Neil. Neil is one of my favourite fresh scents from anyone ever or Super Tarts. I really like Green Ivy. It's just a beautiful, it's just green. Like, it's just a wonderful green fresh scent. So I've got a couple of clams of that. That's actually where I got the notes from. But I found this somewhere and I went, well, I should probably actually use up the rest of that shot cup. So I've got no, not Super Tarts, Empire Alchemy. Empire Alchemy Pear Galette. So crunchy pears, mixed berries, flaky pie crust, and fresh bread. So it's a really nice pear bakery. Actually smells like a really good pear pie. So, knocking everything over. I don't know why, but the way the flash is like shining on my stuff is making me feel I mean, I'm always really messy. I just throw everything in a pile, but I'm feeling even more messy than usual. Savannah Blue, Palo Santo, Salty Sea Air, and Marshmallow. I think this is a custom blend. Oh, alright, I'm not even going to bother trying to get this out. That is stuck hard. This smells really good. This is like a perfect blend of, you know, the marshmallows and the salty sweet and just the woodsiness. It smells amazing. A sample that keeps carrying over. I've got to get it done this week. Waxident's Persian Silk. So it's just a really pretty floral. It smells really nice and kind of fruity too because it's got pineapple. And you can smell the pineapple. Empire Alchemy Vanilla Pine Cones. So vanilla type with roasted pine cones and santal. Grabbed this A because I wanted to finish off the bag. But also I really like her toasted roasted pine cone scent. It's a really... like, it goes really well with those sort of sweet tones, just that woodiness. So, Christmas at the Cabin. So this is Kay's, Twilight, Palo Santo, and Marshmallow Fireside. I don't actually... no, I do. It's a lot of Twilight to me. Twilight with that sort of woodsy, slightly smoky undertone. Nana's Bakehouse by Dessa's Homespun Scents. I can't remember. This has got a blend of a few different bakery scents in it. And I actually quite like it. Like, some of her bakery scents have been too dry for me. Oh, pardon me. But this smells good. That's a really good bakery mix. I've got a few odds and ends from Dessa's. So I've got Bake Sale, another bakery blend. This one was one when I say the bakery is too dry. This is what I mean. Like, it's kind of like flaky pastry and cinnamon. And it just doesn't quite win me. Pumpkin Mallow. So this is like pumpkin and marshmallow. And I love this scent. Another one of my favourite pumpkin scents. So I really like them with that marshmallow sweetness. Candles from the Keeping Room. Tiffany's Vanilla Ice Cream Cupcakes. We'll see how we go. I don't love cupcakes at Tiffany's. And I don't get a lot of scent off this one in general. Like, I smell it and I get just a vague sweetness, but want to melt it anyway. This bag is so beaten up. Pumpkin Parcel 0. So this one is like mossy graves or something. It smells really, really good. Yeah, it's kind of got a citrus kind of lean to it. It's very, very nice. But yeah, that bag is so beaten up, I just need to use it up. 3-Eyed Raven from Super Tarts. So this is Rain Cleansed Redwoods and Moss, I want to say. I actually really like it. Somehow it has like a very slight creamy undertone to it. Like, it's woodsy and it's fresh, but it's just got this different tone to it, which I really like. Teddy Bees Coffee Bean a la Mode. So there's not much to say about that one. It smells good. Drop it. Smells pretty much straight up like a coffee ice cream. So it's not bad. Ebony Violet Silk and Oud. So Oud, Bergamot, Incense, Black Rose, and Birchwood. This was a very, very bergamot and incense. It's a very deep kind of oud scent. It's not bad. It's not sort of the thing I've been really reaching for lately, but it's not bad. I've got a couple of samples of Botarts and Bourbon. So same oil. It's a very powdery kind of manly scent. I don't seem to love it, but I haven't melted it yet, so we'll see when it's melted. Savannah Blue Masked Jack, so Mac Apple Pumpkin Cheesecake. This is in her old wax formula, which I'm finding is performing a bit better now. It feels like it needed a very long cure time. So this is quite nice. I'm mostly getting that Mac Apple, a little bit of pumpkin, like a little bit of sort of spiced pumpkin. Maple and wattle, sorry, I'm burping a lot. Pardon me. Daintrees and Driftwood. So this is like an Australian forest kind of scent, like the rainforest. To me, I think it's got a touch of eucalyptus, but it still smells good. I'm not the biggest eucalyptus fan. And then lastly, Pumpkin Parcel Happy Halloween. So obviously it's winter here, so Halloween scents kind of make sense for me to be melting right now. I don't know what this one has in it. It's the strangest scent. It's it's a spice, but it's not a spice I can put my finger on. Like, it's a very different kind of deep spice. So I think I've been avoiding it. I've been a bit scared of it, but I just want to give it a go. So that's everything that I'm going to melt this week. Yeah, I should be continuing on with 5 melters this week unless I get inspired and somehow get my 6th one set up. But yeah, I'm just going to stop talking because otherwise I'll just ramble on. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye.